Okay, now I will answer number 6 in paragraph 5, line 1. It says, the challenge now is how would Jokowi and Anies Baswedan do those things? What does things refer to? An answer is protecting the urban poor and preventing social unrest. And line 4, the author writes, science should take the lead and politics should not have a say in this. Why does the author write this sentence? And my answer is, President and the governor, though perceived as political rivals, should put aside their egos and put the interest and safety of the nation above all the things. And line 10, it says, a black and white spectrum. What does this phrase refer to? And my answer is, this phrase refers to pro-lockdown crowds against anti-lockdown crowds. And the last, what is the main idea of paragraph 5? My answer is, the main idea in paragraph 5 is how the president and governor make efforts to protect their citizens from the coronavirus, like with shutting down bars and nightclubs, restricting service and canceling religious masses, definition of a lockdown, and painting the whole discussion in a black and white spectrum, which is pro-lockdown crowds against anti-lockdown crowds. The fact is, not all Jokowi supports back Jokowi policies, and not all of Anies constituents are happy with his decision. Thank you. Next.
Okay, thank you so much, Diandra. So I will answer the question number 7. In question number 7, we will talk about paragraph 6. So the first question is, in line 10 and 11, the author writes, if you are confused about how the central and local authorities are currently handling the situation, please don't bring politics into this. Why does the author write the sentence? So my answer is because the same as how the sentence reads, namely, if, for example, we are confused about how the government or the social service regulates this pandemic issue, don't associate it with politics because actually, there is nothing, in my opinion, personally, there is not the slightest indication of politics about handling COVID-19 or about the emergence of COVID-19 in Indonesia. I don't think politics have anything to do with this. After all, we don't want this pandemic to be in Indonesia, and no one wants to feel it. And I think that it's that in the end, people blame politics and the government a lot because this COVID-19 entered Indonesia. It's a bit inaccurate because it's like what the sentence say. If we are confused about how the social service regulates COVID-19, don't bring politics because the relationship between politics and the pandemic is really far. So the next question is line 16. It says, kill our democracy. Kill our democracy. What does it mean? Please explain your answer. So my answer is, because our country is known as a democratic country, which is a country that is. So the meaning of this sentence is not to let the confusing news finally divide our society, and eventually it kills a democracy itself. That is, as in the end, there will be division due to endless difference of opinion, and there will always be disputes in cyberspace or in the real life. In my opinion, or another meaning of killing democracy is this confusing news can also threaten the existence of Indonesia. We can threaten the sustainability of our nation, to divide us, and even kill our democracy. So the next question is, what is the main idea of paragraph 6? In my opinion, the main idea from paragraph 6 itself is that although the two leaders of Indonesia and the leaders of the capital city of Jakarta, Indonesia, have two different vision and mission. They are able to get rid of it all and unite their views and goals to treat our Indonesia, and also they are able to remember aside from whatever was previously against them to serve our Indonesia. And the last question is question number 8. The article ends with this statement: "This is how I imagine Indonesia will end, not with a bang of an atomic bomb launched by a formidable adversary, but with a buzz created by social media influencer or buzzer." Do you agree with the statement, and why? Personally, I agree with this statement because the first thing is that we have to look at the rumors about what these influential people are making, and whether the rumors they make are sensitive topics that make people a little triggered. That make people a little triggered. Well, when people start to feel triggered or feel, wow, this is a discussion that must be followed, so don't let me miss out. They will continue to follow the rumors, whether in fact this is wrong or right, and we cannot avoid the occurrence of two camps later, the pro and the con. This has been created well when these two camps were formed. People began to choose their respective camps, whether they agreed with the news or not. So the dispute is certain happens and cannot be avoided. Now this dispute will cause division, and this will also cause devastation for our country. The term is because there are people. I think that's all about my answer. So I think that makes our discussion end. Unless I want to say thank you for your time and for your attention, and thank you very much for your excellent answer. I think that's all. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and good afternoon.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon too. Thank you.
See you.
See you guys on our next work.